Hello, welcome everyone to Monkchat Radio 106 megahertz, and also from Facebook Live. First of all, may I pay respect or pay homage to the Buddha as the enlightened one, to the Dharma as the teaching, to the Sangha as the disciple or noble one, and show respect to all the monks who keep watching us from the Facebook Live. And Namaskaran.
Namaskaran.
Show respect to Phra Somboon to join our Monkchat Radio today, to be my partner to discuss Dharma today.
Okay, thank you for inviting me. I'm very grateful to be here today and say hi to for those who are listening to Monkchat Radio today, and for those who are watching us from Facebook Live. Again, we are together.
Yes, I am Phra Somboon Intasaro. I actually come from Laos. I am a Laos student and study in Chiang Mai Mahachuvallongkorn Rajavidyalaya Chiang Mai campus.
I'm from Myanmar actually, and I've been living in Thailand for a long time, and I've been studying here at the MCU Buddhist University at Wat Sundor for almost 4 years.
And actually, we provide online teaching, online meditation teaching every Friday. So this morning I saw Phra Somboon were in the Facebook Live teaching online through the Facebook Live in our Facebook page Monkchat MCU Chiang Mai. And in the afternoon session, I'm be the one who do the guided meditation in English for the foreigners. So we are both involved to the Monkchat program. It's provided by our MCU University Chiang Mai campus. All right. And what about our Dharma discussion today, Phra Somboon? What would be the beneficial topics for our listener today? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Actually, nowadays situation, I think it's better. It's great time to talk about the how to let go, especially to let go of the negative thoughts or negative emotions, because of the situation. Sometimes cause us feel stressful, because of the situation that's happening now. So I think it will be great. If we would talk about the to let go, all the stress that arising. So and I think it's interesting that how not to belong, the emotion or negative thought.
Right now, it's of course concerned to this. Before that, when we work like a routine before this crisis, everyone wish to have more free time, to have times to read books, to have time to stay with the families, to have more time to be with yourself. But after this crisis occur, it's come true. The government lockdown, stop everything, and then we have to work from home. We have to stay at home to stop the spreading, the outbreak of the virus. So we have more free time now. But we have observed that after we have a lot of free times, we have to be with ourselves and easily to get this feeling like less energy. Don't want to do anything every day, just focusing on only entertainment, but don't want to develop, don't want to use that time to really fulfill what we want like before, you know. So I think this is very good combination to talk about how to let this go and really focusing on our free time and how to use that free time to get the most beneficial in our daily life. For example, stay with ourselves peacefully and happily. People in our day, after stay at home for many days and always stay with ourselves and I seems to get bored now, I need to do something, I want to travel or become lazy. All right, so can we begin? What is let go, or another term like detach, especially unwholesome thing emotion that push our positive energy down and causing us get the unpleasant feeling or
so yeah. And actually when before we wish to have free time, you know.
Yes.
So and now I think we have got it, but it seems to be it's not really that. Not everyone satisfied with its like a lot of amounts of time that they have nowadays, because maybe because of the situation, maybe by automatically, you know, force us to stay at home, which is not what we really want or wish to have. But we have this kind of free time because of the situation, you know. So that's why some people feel super bored, you know, staying at home doing nothing, you know. So that's why it can easily cause somebody to have a negative emotion or negative thought through like without like doing anything. So because normally before the crisis
we work routine.
Our routine is like we follow, we go here and there and often always moving. But because of the situation right now, we are not allowed to go out, you know, and to do what we want out there. So it's like we are in the prison, but it's our home, you know. So that's why people kind of struggle, you know, to go out, and that cause stress, to cause us stress out. So, and actually, because we don't understand the changing, you know, and we don't know how to adapt ourselves and living in this kind of situation. So I think every changing bring always adjustment. So that's why when we have to adjust or change something that we used to, it's like we do something that we are not familiar. Yes, of course, it's caused like stress to our life living. So that's why such stress or negative emotion, bored, lazy, occur. It's very normal, and actually. So that is the reason why somebody feel very stressful staying at home, feel very lonely stay at home, because before we living, working, very productive at our workplace, but now we are no longer cannot do that kind of activity.
Right.
So that's why that make us if you have this kind of feeling that occurring to people, most of the people nowadays, because we never learn how to stay with ourselves, and stay at home, So that's why we from now, I think it is good time to come back and learn more about ourselves, how to live with ourselves. Because before we never expect that this kind of situation will arise. So that's why we don't practice ourselves, how to live with ourselves, how to live without associate with people. So that's why now I think it's a good opportunity for us to learn, how to accept about the situation and learn how to live with ourselves.
I also accept that many people in this present day lack of training to live to be with oneself, because people don't meditate a lot. They're focusing on, let's say, others' activities too much. It doesn't mean that to always working, keep busy is wrong. That's very useful as a people who work outside, who own business and have a lot of duties. But don't forget, one thing that we, as a teaching of the Buddha, focusing on to keep balance is our mind and body. And also in the age of technologies, we always depending on material things or all the facilities to helping us to do all the things instead of us. For example, let's say cooking food. Before that, we always eat outside. We go to the restaurant, people cook for us. Even in nowadays we can order, but sometimes it's better if you cook by yourself and you can improve. So I think that after this situation, this crisis have slowly fade away, people will live different lifestyle. Not like before. Their lifestyle will slowly changing. We are not really live our life like before. We have to be more mindful to associate with other people. We will automatically aware of our life living, automatically. So training from the basic things in daily life. For example, what you have mentioned, to start know your state of mind first. Know that right now I'm bored, I'm unhappy, I'm sad, I'm lonely. Know these basic things in daily life first. After that, we will able to live peacefully in next period. For example, after this crisis, we will more aware, live life more aware, because we don't know that what the other disease going to come after this. So prepare ourselves and learn, look in a positive way, in order to slowly make our mind subtle, not always follow the emotion, being our mind peaceful, being subtle, and really observe the problem, and it will leading to able to let it go. We have to see it first. To see it, what we use to see this thing, mindfulness. I have heard some explanation from some Buddhist scholars explain about how is mindfulness, beneficial us to manage things in life. It's like a camera that take a lot of picture, or for example took the fast object. You need fast speed of the camera to capture. So our mind, our thinking are going on and so fast. So we need the most accurate mindfulness or something to catch up this emotion. For example, the fast object, I compare like an emotion that we easily affected in daily life. When we able to catch it, and this thing will appear in front of us. When this occur in front of us, we can really see it. We can do something with this thing. When you able to catch it and really see it, by your mindfulness. So mindfulness is the best tool. Mindfulness is the path, also leading to able to detach, have an ability to manage things in life. So this is my a point of view that how we're going to slowly have this ability to detach or let go. So Phra Somboon, there are many things in life that we cannot let go. What is that problem? Some situation or some story we are easily to detach, but something why we have spent a lot of time to think about it a lot in order to able to detach. For example, our beloved one. For example, things that we own it. Yeah.
I think because we cannot accept about the reality that's happened in our life. So inside us, we always against, or we always want it to be as we want it to be. But when we feel disappointed, we try to we tend to against, or maybe don't accept that it's happened. So that's why we hold that kind of thing and attach that it will be as we want it to be. But in reality, what is already happened. Suppose I an angry person, but I tend to make myself, oh, I'm not an angry person, So this kind of don't accept about our own nature caught us to cannot let go, and try to again the truth of the nature. So that's why when the more we have we call ego, the more difficult to let go of this kind of negative emotion. So that's why it's concerned about how we understand and how can we really accept about ourselves, accept the feeling that we really have that kind of feeling, not to again try to push this kind of emotion away. And actually in Buddhist ways of practicing, we don't ignore or maybe deny this kind of thing, but to face it and accept, and you will be able to put this emotion go easier. We don't again. The more we the more we create the attachment inside. You will see that if you want to stop doing something, or even somebody try to stop you from doing something, your curiosity, the challenge even more, so that it caught you want to make that kind of thing more and more. So that's why the way to let go, and actually we don't against, So to be able to let go, first we have to learn how to accept that kind of emotion that we holding, that kind of thing, not to deny it or reject it away.
It's part of human nature, right?
Yes.
When
yes.
we attract or experience unwanted feeling or unwanted situation, we will push it away.
Anything that we dislike, always like pushes away.
And then we suffer.
Yes, of course.
So you means that we have to accept. What does that look like? Accept means to know it, and then what's next? You take some action to this feeling, or what's it? The way to move this feeling.
I think learn to accept. I think we can start from checking ourselves. Often come back and improve our awareness. So most of the time we cannot accept anything easily because we are not conscious that that's kind of feeling arising in us. And when just a negative emotion arising in us, we tend to get rid of it, which is not the right way. We try to put precious, precious, and not allow it to come out. You don't express. You depresses, rather express. So that's why the right way is not to depress the emotion, but to express. But to express, first, we need the ability to see our own emotion clearly. So that's why in the mindfulness practice can help to see this kind of emotion easier. So if we improve our awareness when it becomes stronger, or when just emotion arise in us, we can easily see this kind of thing. When we see, we can it will be easier for us to let go, and before it become stronger, and finally it will take control our emotion or take control our life.
Let me add one thing. You have mentioned you don't have to keep problem with yourself. You have to express its doubt. Okay. And I add one thing. Buddhism talk about we should have true friends or Kalanyanamitta to be the one who listened these things carefully and able to help us to give right suggestion. Right, we need this kind of people. Everyone also have this, good friends, the friend that we should associate when we have problem. So we can express this kind of feeling to those people. So that's why in the community, the local people, where they have life problems, they will go to the temple, and talk about this problem with the Buddhist monk who have wise and knowledge, wisdom, and listen them carefully. Don't judge. That's wrong. It is your fault, but your close friends or the best friend that you should associate with going to help you clear this away. But don't talk to the false friends. He's going to gossip you and make you more problem. So Kalanyanamitta will be the one who uplift you. The first person that you go to rely on them, because we are ordinary. So we are not noble one. We are not virtuous people yet. So we need those kind of people who be refuge us first before be able to be our own refuge. So I think in order to express this what we call that, stress, worry, anxiety,
depression,
clean, to make you feel light, you should speak with someone like a Buddhist monk, your mentors, teachers, parents as a children, son, parents. You should speak with someone clear. For example, this situation, please, if you are not enjoy, otherwise it will easily to leading us to think about something that more worst, leading to bad problems. So it's very depressed situation. So we need some people who going to discuss.
Yes. So
Kalanyanamitta.
Yes, so friends. Friends are important to help us to cover our.
But as a factors, right? As a factors, but as a main thing, we should we ourselves. But they are the factors.
Yes. So of course we need someone, to help us to maybe express our feeling, or maybe pull us from the dark side, or maybe in a black deep hole, So that's why true friends are very important. So most of the people, oftentimes they will go to their close friends to talk something, or someone talk to their parents if they are the one who you can trust, anyone that you trust him, and actually this is why we need when we live together we need friends, because in the society we don't live alone. So this kind of things is another factor that can help us.
Besides your development, you're able to also rely on other factors from people from outside, the factors from outside.
So sometimes, like if somebody feel depressed or worry more, or maybe he or she got a negative emotion, sometimes you don't even have to say anything. When somebody come and express their feeling, sometimes you just try to listen him deeply, and understand his feeling deeply. I think only that's kind of thing that somebody listening and understand him, his feeling will be immediately leave up, because he know that somebody still understand him. So that's why his problem or his feeling is no longer only him, but also my friend, me also have a share. So that's why it's no longer about a personal feeling, but now it's share. So that's why when we share our story or anything, it helps us, because we can explain in this way. So friends are really important to let go.
It's outside factors, but all in all,
ourselves, that's the main.
Of course, because we can directly solve inside our mind, the key or the path of the Buddhist practicing. How can we develop ourselves to be our own refuge? Because Buddhism is not a religion, or is not the path that rely on others people, other things. For example, of course, it's not connected to the higher authorities or God to wish you to help you. So we have to help ourselves. We have to help ourselves first. For example, training meditation to strengthen your mind first, to handle with this, and know the right. Let's say when you have mindfulness, right wisdom will bring something good to you automatically. And then when you have good environment, like a best friend will be the one who able to help you to let you go with some bad situation. So Buddha also have mentioned in the 38 blessing, we call the Mongkon, or the auspicious thing, 38 blessings. And this is coming the first, to associate with good friends or good people. So environment, this is our environment to live a good life. So the first people, parents, who are stay close to us. After that, people in the family, and then friends, and then teachers, step by step, like what we have discussed about the 6 direction. That is a different type of the people that we will associate with. So parents are the first group of people that
that's right,
and they are true friends. They are best friends that we can speak everything with them. All right, so can you make some conclusion about this, Phra Somboon?
So to let go of the emotion, at the beginning, I think it's not something that we can do immediately. You know, like somebody feel it's easy to say, but it's in practice is very difficult. So that's why we don't practice when we feel depressed, when we feel bored, but we need to prepare ourselves to face with this kind of emotion in our life. But of course, when we still alive, we don't know tomorrow or in the future what we're going to face or experience. So that's why training is very important to prepare, to have a well prepared. I think that is a key point that will protect us. So when we one day we come across this kind of feeling or situation or disappointment, we see it as a normal thing. It's not something come to us surprisingly, but it's calm and understand that it happens as usual, as normal. So that's why learn and start like strengthen ourselves by practicing awareness and mindfulness. I think that is a key important that we need to develop. Not we don't like practice after it's already happened or while it's happened, because when just a feeling happened to you, I think you don't think about the mindfulness or like practicing meditation at that mood. So that's why before we're going to face with this kind of emotion, I think it's better to get prepared. To have a well prepared, I think it's, or rather it's better to have a one to wait it until it's happened.
All right, and this is our talk today, concerned to our titles, how to let go all the problems in life. All right, so our final part, I think it's better to speak something more like a positively encourage or motivate our listeners and our followers learn some nice story, because I see some nice story this morning in the crisis. So Phra Somboon, can you think about something that you see that it's nice thing even in the crisis to motivate the society that even in the crisis, but there are also many nice people do something, or you're impressed, the story that you're most impressed. Maybe last week it was happened just yesterday, but I met and I experienced this morning. I came from my temple. I live at Wat Palat. I came down by the motorcycle with some people who go up and offer food, and I have to come with him in order to get to the Monkchat earlier. And then after that I got in the red taxi, and during the driving on the road, there was a one lady. She's old ladies. She just let the red taxi stop and give some small money. I think 40 or 80 baht. He said, just for food for you. And wow, that's very nice. I think that I thought that the old ladies thought that nowadays Chiang Mai no tourists. So the red taxi also have problems. They have less income. So the old lady think that maybe they don't have food, or at least support them to have breakfast or lunch. And I was very surprised to see these things. People have a lot of kindness, compassion to in the society, especially in Thai culture or other countries. Many people also donate a lot of what do we call that? Equipments for the doctors and nurses. Donate this to support the doctors and nurses work in facilitate them, help them to work flow, and this is good things that can change our mood to be positive. This is my nice story that I met. And other thing as well. One thing I saw a post. One female, she owned a shop, and during this time there are many employees unemployed, and she just be the one who has sent her post in the Facebook that are there any people that join her to share food to the employees. Just drop in front of her house, and she will manage and also do the social distancing and other places. We have seen in the social media. This is good thing that we able to feel good about this. Yes.
Yeah. So I think even we are in the crisis.
Yes.
It is not only have a negative sides of. I think there's many good things.
Yes.
Happen into society because of the virus. So before, people are not really aware of mindfulness. Watching their hand on what they're going to grab, touch, or so now people are aware of mindfulness even
This
more.
very nice. This is
So
a
they
good
don't
thing.
they have to be aware of their hand are not touching their face like before they're going to grab anything. So
Yes.
people tend to be automatically mindful, So that is another good thing that help us to be more mindful about the activities or what we're going to do, and to avoid the accidents. So that's why because of the virus, I think there's many news report about that people don't use many vehicles, and so we have lesser accidents and have lesser like
Smoke, exhausted.
That kind of thing. And also it's a good time. It's a good opportunity to show up our compassion. When we see the other in suffer. Compassion, love and compassion are needed now today. So I think that is a good time to develop this kind of qualities: compassion, sharing, kindness to others. So I think this is a good time to improve this kind of good quality in us. So as you said, that many people tend to share more. You know, when we see that everybody are also in the same in the same situation. So that's why this is a good thing that's arising. So people have more compassion.
And I also observed that we mentioned earlier about time, stay with oneself. It's also very good for it's the advantages as well. If we look in another side, before that we don't have much time. Now we get more free time. Before that we don't have time to stay with oneself. We always keep busy. Now we have more time to stay with ourselves, and before that we want to live like simple life. Now we have simple life. A lot of things happen during this crisis. Just how's the way you look the crisis or the problem. And our Dhamma talk in our session today will come to the end. Last and final, we also want to wish everyone in all over the world, in the this crisis situation, to get more like a better mental energy, to fight with this bad disease. Together we will be strong, like helping each other. And we are both two monks going to keep blessing all of you to have good things in your life after this, free from all the disease, free from all the bad thing and unlucky. Okay, maybe in Pali, as a Buddhist, like a traditional ways to give blessing. Sapitiyo vivanchantu saphalo vinasantu mate bhavadvantarayo sukhiti khayuko bhava abhivadhana sire sanijang buddha panchayino jattaro dhamma vadhanti ayuwano sukhang Palang. We wish you all to have more healthy life, wealthy life, success in your life, and wish you all to free from all the bad thing, evil thing, and bad deeds. And from now on, may all the best will come true in your life. And thank you so much, all the followers, to keep following us from the beginning until now. Thank you so much. See you next Friday, this time from 4 to 5. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
See you next time. Bye bye. Take care.